Hello and welcome to A Minute of News with Jeremiah Shaver. It's Wednesday, January 10th, 2024. The 99th Annual Ohio Fairs Manager Association Convention was held January 4th through the 7th in Columbus. During the convention, the 2024 Ohio Fair Queens Contest was held. There were 78 Ohio Fair Queens that competed in the contest. Among those competing were the Jackson County Fair Queen, Madeline Fannin, and Vinton County Fair Queen, Madeline Kane. Both Fannin and Kane were crowned County Fair Queens in 2023. On Thursday, January 4th, during the convention, the top 15 were narrowed down, with Fannin and Kane both being chosen. Later that same evening, the top 5 were named, and Kane advanced, ultimately becoming the 2024 Ohio Fair Queen third runner-up. Kane received the title on Saturday, January 6th. Leah Schurhart from Muskingum County emerged as the top winner of the 2024 Ohio Fair Queens contest. In other news, a Chillicothe man was allegedly assaulted with a hammer on Monday afternoon at a business in Jackson. The suspect, a homeless man, was taken into custody following the incident. The Jackson Police Department was dispatched to a call of an assault at Wheat Ridge Barns, located at 826 East Main Street in Jackson. The call came in at 1:31 p.m. on Monday, January 8th. Upon arrival, officers observed a male victim laying in the gravel parking lot with several individuals around him. The victim had been covered up with a blanket and was bleeding from the mouth and face. There was also a puddle of blood under the back of the male's head. The victim was identified as Randall W. Smith, 67, of Chillicothe. Smith is the business manager of Wheat Ridge Barns, which also rents U-Haul trucks at its location. The subject in the assault was identified as 59-year-old James W. Weaver. His address is listed as Norfolk, Virginia. However, he is known to stay in the wooded area near the Jackson bike path. Officers spoke with Smith and learned that Weaver arrived at the business trying to rent a U-Haul prior to the assault, but did not have funds to rent one. Smith had gone outside to use the restroom in a porta potty. When he finished using the restroom, Weaver had asked to use the restroom, and when Weaver walked past Smith, he struck him in the back of the head with a hammer. Smith fell to the ground, but was able to get the hammer away from Weaver. Smith stated Weaver fled towards Tractor Supply following the conversation. Police collected the hammer, which was lying beside Smith, as evidence. The hammer was reported to have blood on the handle. Smith was transported to Holzer Medical Center, Jackson, where he later was flown to Ohio State University's Trauma Center due to the extent of his injuries. Several police units patrolled the area where Weaver was known to stay. Police located Weaver bedded down in thick brush next to the creek that runs alongside the bike path in the area behind Callahan Hardware on Veterans Drive in Jackson. Weaver was arrested without incident. Weaver was transported to the Jackson Police Department and secured in a holding cell. The Jackson Police contacted the Jackson County Probation Department, who advised that Weaver was on probation. As such, a probation holder was placed on Weaver. He was transported to the Jackson County Correctional Facility and released to their custody on the probation holder. The case involving Weaver will be submitted to the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office for review. Possible charges, according to the JPD, are aggravated robbery and felonious assault. There is currently an opening for a at-large Wellston City Council seat. All interested parties for this citywide council seat need to appear at the next Wellston City Council meeting on Thursday, January 18th at 7 p.m. Letters of interest and resumes can be sent to Wellston City Council Clerk Mindy Berry Eisenagel through email. That's meisenagel@cityofwellston.org, or you can hand deliver those to the Wellston Mayor's office during business hours at 203 East Broadway Street in Wellston. Also, want to remind everybody that the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday is on Monday, January 15th, and there will be entities across Jackson and Vinton counties that will be closed in observance of that holiday, and the trash collection schedule may vary as well. The Village of Colton offices will be closed on Monday. They'll reopen on Tuesday. Now, the holiday does not affect the trash pickup schedule. Trash will be picked up on Friday as normal. In the city of Jackson, those offices will be closed on Monday. They will reopen on Tuesday. Monday's trash will be picked up on Tuesday, along with the regular trash route. Be sure to have your garbage out early, as they will be running double routes. In the village of Oak Hill, those offices will be closed on Monday. They will reopen on Tuesday, January 16th. The garbage collection service will be postponed by one day. The City of Wellston offices will be closed to the public on Monday. Garbage will be picked up per normal on Monday. And emails and voicemails will be checked regularly at the city building. And the police department will remain accessible. You can contact their non-emergency line at 740-384-2171. The Jackson County governmental offices will be closed on Monday. They will reopen on Tuesday. And the Jackson County Clerk of Courts Title Department, that is the B&V, will be closed on Monday. They will reopen on Tuesday for regular hours. Heading to Vinton County, the Village of Hamden, those offices will be closed on Monday. Will reopen on Tuesday. Their garbage collection service will be postponed by one day. The Village of MacArthur offices will be closed on Monday and reopen on Tuesday. And Vinton County governmental offices will be closed on Monday, January 15th. They'll reopen on Tuesday. The Vinton County BMV will be closed on Monday, and they will reopen on Tuesday as well. I'm Jeremiah Shaver, and this local news update was brought to you by The Telegram, serving Jackson and Vinton counties. More news can be found online at thetelegramnews.com. Be sure to pick up The Telegram at your local newsstand. The newspaper is published on Wednesdays and Saturdays.